Hey, welcome back to my channel. I know I'm like heavily shaded right now because of the hat, but I think I might change how this channel is. Instead of just like vlogs of what I'm doing during the day, I think I'm gonna make it my books channel. And on this one is gonna be to be read. Right here are some books that I've read that I love that I just wanted to be in my room, and also the to be read ones. Alright, let's get into this. I don't have anywhere to prop this up. Hold on. I'll be back when I get this propped up. Alright, this is how it's gonna be. Alright, so the book that I'm currently reading is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Stop tickling me. By Emily Henry. It is honestly, it's an amazing book. It doesn't look like I'm very far in it. I'm about this far in it. It's about almost halfway. On Goodreads, I think it said 38% though. I'm on page 140, chapter 15, and it's about, I don't even know what type of, like, if it's romance or anything. But it's the type of thing, I guess it's like one last chance to fall in love. I have not gotten to the part where they fall in love yet, and I'm hoping they don't just like drag you along till the end and be like, oh well, it just didn't work. But the two main characters are Alex and Poppy, and it's pretty much just it's about their whole friendship going through. So Poppy is the type of person who travels and blogs and vlogs about that. She actually gets in with an actual company who does that. And then there's some twists and turns with that company and stuff and what goes on in there. And right now I'm at the point where things are starting to heat up, where you might think that they're going to be getting together soon, maybe in the next couple chapters, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a type of book where you don't want to put it down, but you also want to put it down because you want it to last longer, because it's a type of book that if it ends, it's going to hurt your soul. Like, you don't want this book to end. That's at least for me. So that's the reason why I keep putting it down. Let's get into the next books that I'll be reading after I finish that one. I think that's how we're going to do this TBR. This is the trilogy. I got it at Walmart. It came in this nice little case situation, and I love it because I feel like it keeps the books in like pretty good shape, and it just keeps them together. It is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenna Haynes trilogy. So the books that are in there is The Summer I Turned Pretty, It's Not Summer Without You. Oh yeah, we can't because we have to watch it on live TV. Yep. It's Not Summer Without You, and We'll Always Have Summer. I've gotten a lot of like recommendations for this book with my friends, and then also I've been watching a lot of like book YouTubers, and you are not seeing my face. I've been getting a lot of recommendations by book YouTubers just by watching their videos, so they're not technically recommending me personally, but with all those recommendations, I just thought, since I have the money right now, why not? Actually, I got this when I was actually trying to break a $100 bill because I needed a certain amount of money to pay rent. Okay, I had other money with that, but I had a $100 bill that I needed to break to get the other money that went after the 100. Okay, so the next two are completely different than the ones I just showed you. So these ones are this one and the trilogy. Those are more romance, and I have The Silent Patient, which is like a murder mystery, I believe. It has a mix of Hitchcockian suspense and Agatha Christie plotting and Greek tragedy, which makes me even love this more. But what I'm worried about, and I know that a lot of the people that I watched who read this were worried about, is it's made by a male author, and I have read a lot of books and DNF'd it, like, I'm done reading it, that were by male authors, and I don't know, I think it's just the writing style of a lot of them is just so different, and I'm just hoping that that's not what this is. I mean, everybody's kind of view changed on it after they read it, and they're like, oh wow, this guy actually did such a good job with this, and so I'm giving it a chance. I haven't gotten to that one yet. And then the next one, after I read The Silent Patient, because I've been wanting that book for a while and I finally got it, it'll be The Inheritance Games. She Came From Nothing, They Have Everything, Let the Games Begin. It's by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I'm thinking that it's going to give something kind of like The Hunger Games or something like that, which honestly, almost, unless it's like amazingly written and has different like subplots and stuff like that, and it's not too close to it, I might not DNF it, but I mean not DNF, DNR, do not read, or no, DNF is do not finish, did not finish, so DNF. But what I've heard about it, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that way, but at the same time, it just seems, I just have that like that feeling deep down that it might might be that way. I don't have a big TBR because I don't have a lot of books in hand that I haven't already read, like on my bookshelves and stuff. Great. I choked on a piece of, like, some saliva. I hate when that happens. But I will tell you about a few books that are up here that I've already read and that I love. The Crave series. This is only the first book. I want the rest. Halfway through this, I knew I wanted the rest. It's a big book. It took me a little while to read. Not super long. I think it's, hold on, how many pages was it again? 567 pages. Like, holy crap. One of the bigger books that I read, if you don't count Harry Potter, the Harry Potter series and stuff like that. Like, those are big books, but I read those a fat minute ago. Like, it's been a while. I still have the series, they're just put away. But I really love this book. Very suspenseful, and in a way, I mean, like, yes, you can, I don't know. I don't agree with a lot of people when they say it's kind of a spin-off of Twilight. I honestly think it's a lot better than Twilight. I don't get me wrong, I do love Twilight, but at the same time, I didn't exactly love the books as much as I like the movies, which is very rare for me. I usually like it the other way around. But at the same time, it just seems like they were more interested in the love triangle than they were the rest of the plot of the movie. So it's more of like a romance book than like a romance series than it really honestly is anything else. And there's just like the subplots of vampires and all that stuff. But don't get me wrong, I still love the Twilight series. Then there's these two books, The Love Hypothesis. I did not put this down. I read this in maybe a couple hours, if. I fell in love with the characters. It just, Adam Carlson and Olive Smith. Those two, I don't know. It starts as like a fake relationship, but then I feel like it's turned, I don't know. It's so hard to explain. But it's so good, and it's a definite recommend. I feel like it should be, it's like a 4.5 stars, because like, will I pick it up again and probably read it again? No, because I already know exactly what's going to happen. There's books where, yes, I may know what's going to happen and all that, but I will pick it up again and read it again. So I feel like that's where the 5 star is for me, but this is a 4.5 stars because it literally just brought me into a whole nother world. Okay. Crave was a 4-star. Yeah, it was amazing, and I loved it, and I want to read more, but I feel like, at the same time, it wasn't at the level as some other books that I've read that are a definite, like, 4.55 star. Plain Heather Mischief by Martin Clark. This is one of the very few books that I did not put down that was, written by a male author. That and, like, all the Stephen Kings. Freaking love Stephen King. This one was a little confusing, but I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember much from this book, but I loved it enough to where I kept it on my bookshelf to be part of my collection. So I think it's something that I'm just gonna have to pick up again and try to read and take notes on it to kind of remember what more of it that it was about. But I mean, on the back it says, moments after finishing a 6-month sentence in the Roanoke jail for a crime he might not have committed, Baptist minister Joel King is served some unwelcome papers. His wife wants a divorce, and the teenage vixen everyone believes he seduced is suing him for $5 million. Holding on to his faith with a white-knuckle grip, Joel accepts a ride out west with Edmund Brooks, a member of his former flock who has some commandment-challenging ideas about helping Joel help himself. From the author of the New York blah blah, and then it just pretty much says what they think about it. So I guess it's just pretty much his, I don't know, that's something I'm gonna have to read. I might just put this back on my TBR and try to read it again. And then if I don't like it, it'll go back to the bookstore. Because we have a bookstore where you can bring your books, get credit, and then buy other books. And I think I might, if I don't like it, I don't think I'm going to keep it in my collection. But yeah, that's it. I think that'll be all. I might do a read with me, and then obviously come with me to get new books, stuff like that. So your typical like booktuber. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!